John Giannone, Steve Ellicott. I got 3 words for you. Mika freaking Zibanejad.
I was going to say just 2, Mika Magic. But you know what's really neat, John? You're always going to remember where you were on this night because that was such a performance. What I really loved, and the cameras picked this up, the audio picked it up. When Lemieux went in the pile, he said, Mika, you just saved our season. Right?
It's that big.
And it's so big because, and do not underestimate this guy's heart. Right? When you have a leadership group that galvanizes the group, one player lifts an entire team. And now you have hope. And look how close you are to the playoffs.
Right.
That is one guy dragging everybody into the fight. That's an excellent performance. Great. Happy for him. Happier for the team even. On
a night where the Rangers led 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, and 5-4, give up a goal in the last half minute to Alex Ovechkin, and then it's Mika Zibanejad in overtime. The first Rangers 5-goal game since Mark Pavelich back in 1983. Only one other Ranger has ever done it, Don Murdoch back in 1976. It's the 4th career hat trick and 2nd this season. We remember Mika's magic up in Ottawa against his former team, and it's the first 5-goal game in the National Hockey League since Patrick Laine scored 5 for the Winnipeg Jets back in November of 2018. A remarkable night for Mika Zibanejad, and he scored in a bunch of different ways, Steve.
Wow, look at the record the Rangers had in the month of February. Now they're rolling again, but it's one guy that's leading the way with help and support from everybody on the ice. This play right here from Panarin is just brilliant for me because he's got it on the wall again. He slows it down, brings it back to D'Angelo. They've now moved the box of the Washington Capitals on this power play a couple of times. Zibanejad gets lost in coverage as he does so well, and he has this one, Johnny, off the blade of his stick, which this one doesn't happen very often. It's off the blade of his stick on an elevated shot from Panarin. Beautiful display of patience in front of the goal. Zibanejad then carries it in on his second one. He gets tripped up here by Kuznetsov. It's a delay penalty, so the Rangers are going on the power play anyway, and then Fox has it smartly with lots of patience, but again, it allows time for Zibanejad to lose himself in coverage. He slides into Ovechkin's office and pays rent a little bit and drops a dime from distance. But again, coverage in front. Lindgren was in front, causing a little bit of chaos with the goalie. A better look tonight than you saw on Tuesday's game against the St. Louis Blues with net front. Nice play here by DiGiuseppe, a dump, and now you're getting on the forecheck. Smartly again, if you watch Zibanejad's positioning, he's got timing. He reroutes himself, slows himself down to follow the play. He gets a good read here with the goalie looking over the wrong shoulder, and the pass is open, and it's a beautiful play right there.
That was 12 seconds into the third period, gave the Rangers a 4-3 lead. He was not even close to being done.
This is a good connection right here. Kakko smartly shoots this one. And then Zibanejad again, always on the puck. He's always on the puck, kids. Follows up every play, goes to the weak side post. You get a great bounce there, and a great play by Zibanejad to follow that one up.
Overtime.
Panarin's pass, okay? Unbelievable pass. How they let a guy that already has 4 goals in a game and they just drift away from him, does Washington. Now, Zibanejad scores here on the breakaway, John. That's the 6th time he scored on a breakaway this year on 14 breakaways. That's his move. He knew what he was going to do. He went to the backhand, and he knows every time he gets it all alone. Every one of his goals, by the way, on breakaways are backhand.
Right, and that was just an unbelievable explosion of emotion from the Rangers there. You saw it on the ice. We showed you at the end of the game broadcast. We showed you what the Rangers did with Zibanejad when he got in the dressing room, dousing him with water after the 5-goal game. He started the night with 33 goals. He finishes the night with 38. No Ranger sentiment has had that many goals in a season since Eric Lindros 18 years ago. This guy has been remarkable this season. And you know what? You can talk as much about Mika Zibanejad being the most valuable player on this team as you can about Artemi Panarin.
Absolutely. And Panarin's impact was on the pass. If Zibanejad was off the shot, Panarin was off the pass. The first play of the game to Brendan Smith, right into the slot area. He carried it through the game, and he had many plays where he put Washington back, and it was really nice to see. Early on, right away, slot area pass. Brendan Smith comes in all alone. I think you're going to review this one at the NHL. I think that one hits the net. They didn't have it scored as a shot on goal, but Panarin along the boards, this pass right here to Kakko, like to see him shoot that one right away. Get it off the tape. You'd have a play just like that later on in the game. Panarin's forechecking again, sets up offense off the pass, and you'll see this time and time again. How good is he on the forecheck? How good is he on the back check? just stripping guys. And that pass right there to D'Angelo, not much different than the one to Kakko, just from the other side of the ice, but from the perimeter area, and then in overtime. Gives a great pass up the middle. Amazing, again, that Zibanejad had the time to squeak through here, Johnny. But what a win. And now I want to see what comes next for this team. Because you go blow for blow with the St. Louis Blues in a defensive game. You go blow for blow against the Washington Capitals. And then you win the offensive game. Do it two different ways. And let's not forget, Washington, Stanley Cup champion 2 years ago. St. Louis, Stanley Cup champion last year. You're doing it against the best in the league. Look, the St. Louis people that were here, they left, but they said that Ranger team is coming. And they are coming strong. And everybody in the league's talking about them still. It's a great step forward for this group.
The standings bear that out. Now 76 points, just 2 behind the Islanders.